Greetings, Mafia. Hope you're ready for some heavy dose of Black Pill. But before that, let's have a look at this short clip and we're gonna break it down later.
Incredibly, 80% of all insects live in jungles. Few are more successful than the ants. There can be 8 million individuals in a single hectare. But jungle ants don't have it all their own way. These bullet ants are showing some worrying symptoms. Spores from a parasitic fungus called cordyceps have infiltrated their bodies and their minds. Its infected brain directs this ant upwards. Then, utterly disorientated, it grips a stem with its mandibles. Those afflicted that are discovered by the workers are quickly taken away and dumped far away from the colony. It seems extreme, but this is the reason why. Like something out of science fiction, the fruiting body of the cordyceps erupts from the ant's head. It can take 3 weeks to grow, and when finished, the deadly spores will burst from its tip. Then any ant in the vicinity will be in serious risk of death. The fungus is so virulent it can wipe out whole colonies of ants. And it's not just ants that fall victim to this killer. There are literally thousands of different types of cordyceps fungi, and remarkably, each specializes on just one species. But these attacks do have a positive effect on the jungle's diversity, since parasites like these stop any one group of animal getting the upper hand. The more numerous a species becomes, the more likely it will be attacked by its nemesis, a cordyceps fungus.
What you saw there is the example of the most advanced biochemical weapon that is not only capable of mind control, but also altering the cellular structure of its targets. Both fungus and insects have been around ever since the beginning of life on Earth, which means nature's been playing this game for millions of years, long before even dinosaurs showed up. And this is just one example, plenty more where that came from. And it's all on organic level, not synthetic, which ultimately means that nature is on a way higher level of technological advancement than us. But yet, we have things like gender communication studies, whatever the fuck that means, as if that shit matters, because let's not forget, we all need to pay close attention of not hurting each other's feelings. You know, our precious feelings need to be intact. Newsflash, nature doesn't give a flying fuck about it. You saw what that ant did when he realized that one of his colony members is infected. He wasted no time dropping his ass as far away from colony as possible. He's been affected, they can't do anything for him, he jeopardizes the whole colony, he's gotta go. It's not up for a vote or debate. Yet, in our society, this kind of initiative would immediately be labeled with some form of ism. Now here comes the black pill. From nature's point of view, insects are way more important than humans. Let me say that again. To nature, insects are more important than humans because without insects, life as we know it on Earth would cease to exist. Nature would have to come up with some other way to sustain life. But with humans out of the picture, it's business as usual as far as nature is concerned. And if it needs to make a choice between us and insects, we are history. This is how insignificant we truly are. Now I know some of you don't like hearing this, but I'm giving you nothing but the truth. Because we are living in a society that encourages any type of unnatural behavior. Heterosexual is now considered a dirty word, and in order for you to be accepted, you need to display all sorts of deviant sexual behavior. This is what they teach kids in school nowadays. There are people out there holding a degree in bullshitology, trying to convince us how gender is really nothing more than a social construct. It's really all in our minds, never mind nature. Pretty soon they'll be telling us fucking an animal is also just a matter of taste. After all, if a gender is a social construct, why would a choice of sexual partner be any different? And this type of unnatural idiocy is now being promoted on an academic level. However, nature always strikes last, and you only eat what you kill. And this is why the Western society is doomed to fall. Nature is merciless, and no amount of propaganda will hinder it from dropping a hammer. This is the Black Pill.